Hello Year 12 and welcome to Year 12 Media Studies. I'm so delighted that you've chosen this subject or that you're actually considering to choose this subject. I look forward to working with and meeting so many of you in the autumn terms. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through a slide presentation of what to expect should you choose this amazing subject. Enjoy! Hello and welcome to Media Studies once again. I will be your teacher, the head of Media Studies, Miss Kibella. As I go through this PowerPoint presentation, there will be various tasks that you are free to pause the presentation at any point and take part in. The first task I'd like to take part in is actually to just write down on a post-it note or similar what you believe or understand Media Studies is. So from doing that task, I can imagine that some of you either found that task extremely straightforward or actually extremely challenging when you stop to think about what media studies actually is. In a nutshell, the way that I remember it is it's the way that products and text communicate to a mass audience. It's all about mass communication. Media studies is very difficult to pigeonhole because it actually addresses so many subjects and areas that we will study in our lifetime, as well as come to terms with through our own interaction with media day to day, from radio, TV, film, advertising, right through to sociology, social networking and music. The list is endless. It's very important to note that we are delivering an A-level in media studies. That's equivalent to one A-level, and it will be delivered over the course of 2 years. Media is a subject where both students and parents I tend to meet usually are not 100% sure what the subject actually means, and they might assume that it's a lot of filmmaking or watching movies and eating popcorn. Not at all. Media studies is a highly academic subject, and it's one that, you know, even over in America they take very seriously. And there's a quote here from Goldsmiths University. It says that if people knew how demanding media studies actually was and how much it requires, the ability to write really well, a skill that most people don't have but makes a lot of media students highly employable. I have to say that for myself, I did a course similar to media studies when I was in university, and the list of different career paths I have been able to delve into is actually quite exhaustive, and I will definitely be speaking to all of you about my personal experience of having worked in TV, radio, print and advertising, to name a few, and now teaching throughout my lifetime. This is a subject that really does rely heavily on your literacy skills and how well you were able to explain and analyze different products in text. In English, for example, your text will be novels. In media, your text will range from many of the different industries we mentioned on slide 3 earlier. This is an example of a piece of work from student that's highly academic, where they actually compared the contemporary version of War of the Worlds with the original version that was made many decades ago, and actually made some parallels with the atrocities that we've seen in 9/11 footage, and how that sort of emotion really was used to conjure a reaction from audiences watching similar scenes in the contemporary Tom Cruise version of War of the Worlds. As you'll see from this slide, I really have a passion for work experience and getting involved with careers as early as you can on the media studies course. The job opportunity out there is so vast that it would be a disservice to you should I not expose you to the many contacts I have and connections with various companies, from Google offices themselves to various celebrities that you can actually work with. You'll see from the images, I've got students here going to laboratories and actually mixing chemicals to make photography, students interviewing celebrities, and even I make sure that I do spend a lot of time with you building your own business cards, making sure you've got your own website and that your CV and personal statement are up to date and you are ready to work in the industry from very early. To continue on with my love for work experience and exposing students to bespoke opportunities in the media studies course, you'll see here a slide of a student actually interviewing the celebrity Melvin Doom. And this is something that I think is really important to get students and get yourself out of your comfort zone, actually speaking to people that you might not necessarily speak with every day, and building on your communication skills. At the end of the day, to be successful in an interview, you need to know how to represent yourself and communicate really clearly and concisely, especially in front of a live audience. So what exactly will you be studying on the Media Studies A-level course? Lots of really fun and exciting and engaging text, actually. I'm really looking forward to working with you on these. So in year 12, you'll be studying film, TV, music video, video games and newspaper. Those texts will be Black Panther, I, Daniel Blake, The Returned, and Humans, Riptide by Vance Joy, Formation by Beyonce, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, and The Times and the Daily Mail on Brexit. In year 13, you will be studying magazine, advertising, radio, online, and also creating your own media production. So for magazine, we've got the Big Issue Vogue magazine, advertising, Kiss of a Vampire poster, Water Aid advertising, and Tide poster or advert. Radio, Late Night Women's Hour on BBC, online Geldem and Pointless Blog. And your production task will be set for you in March 2021, and you will be using our bespoke Mac Suite, which has got state-of-the-art technology such as the latest software for Adobe and also the latest Mac computers for you to produce and make some amazing productions. Okay, let's have some fun. So I've got a production task you can do, and pause this presentation at any point to work comfortably. So imagine you're a top A&R executive, similar to Diddy or Jay-Z. You've just signed a new group. The details of that group are below. Part of their marketing tools is to produce a merchandise t-shirt that their fans can wear. Using the outlines of t-shirts in front of you that you have on the screen, you can draw these in your books or on some paper. Spend 5 minutes designing your own t-shirt for this group or band. So for example, the actual criteria you need to follow: the name of the group is London. The genre is grime and R&B. You've got 2 boys and 2 girls. They're British and their aim is to sell worldwide. You've got 5 minutes to design the front and back of the t-shirt that will be going out to your audience. Let's have a look at this vocational task. So you've got another 5 minutes now to create a pitch about yourself. You must include your name, what skills you believe you could offer the media industry and why, which skills would you like to develop and why should you be offered a place on this course. Imagine this is Dragon's Den. How are you going to impress me and make me want to sign you up to this course? And finally, let's have a look at this theory task. This theory task is about race, representation, and the media. Very important topics in media. We talk about representation a lot. It's important for you to understand how groups are represented in media, so that when you become a media producer, you understand and know and have a responsibility of what you are actually producing. If you could do a good YouTube search for a scene in The Dark Knight called the Joker pencil trick and mob scene, the link's there, but it's way too long to write down. So if you just type in the Joker pencil trick and mob scene, you should get that clip quite quickly. My question to you is, what does the extract from Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight tell you about race and the way it is represented in media? Discuss at least one character. I've got 4 characters on the right hand side for you. You need to speak about stereotypes, challenges, supporting stereotypes, connotations, and whether these groups are being represented in particular ways. Finally, if you have any further questions or queries for me, please do email me on this email address, j.kibella@chobhamacademy.org.uk, and I'll be happy to answer any of your concerns or questions. I look forward to meeting you and working with you. Take care.